Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. With the recession, our cities are facing some economic challenges. Let's check in now with the mayor of Redlands, Pete Aguilar, to see how things are faring in his fair city. Welcome.
Thanks for having me back, Leslie.
You've been involved in the City Council since 2006. What are some of the things that are working in the city that you're most proud of over the past few years?
Well, I'm really proud about the council's willingness to balance the budget. It's one of the most important things that we can do as a community, obviously. Unfortunately, we had a couple unbalanced budgets before I joined the council, but I'm proud to say that we've balanced 4 budgets. This year, I'm confident we'll finish balanced as well. So, that's one of the most important things that we can do. But we've also reduced crime in the city, and we've made investments in our neighborhoods, which is incredibly important as well.
Along with the economic realities, you've had to face some of the realities of our changing electronic age. Who would think that Kodak film, would file for bankruptcy, or that the postal system would be struggling ever? And yet one of the processing centers locally was about to be closed, and there are 750 jobs that have been saved because it isn't being closed, at least for now. Tell us about how that came about.
This is a very big issue for Redlands. We have the processing center there located in Redlands, and we can talk about creating jobs as a regional economy all day long, but we have to retain the jobs that we have as well. So there was a proposal that the Postal Service put forward that would have consolidated the facility and moved these services out. So we banded together as a community. We had business owners come together with elected officials and federal office holders and state office holders to send letters and to build support to keep that facility, and ultimately the Postal Service decided to keep those services in Redlands.
You wonder how long they could hold on. It's an economic reality, but at least that one is staying locally.
Absolutely, and it's important that we have these services in the Inland Empire. Taking these things out of the region would have hurt our environment. They would have they would have moved these via semi-truck back and forth, and that wouldn't have been good for the environment as well.
Recently you wrote an op-ed in the San Bernardino Sun talking about how the congressional budget could have a major effect on Medicare in San Bernardino County. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is something that we have to pay attention to. Budget proposals, there's 210,000 residents in San Bernardino County on Medicare, and budget proposals that hurt seniors just aren't acceptable. And so we need to come together as a community, and we need to have these discussions. But I'm confident that we can find solutions to this without putting seniors at risk. Medicare is an incredible program, and we need to make sure that we don't violate the promise to seniors that we've made.
Tell us about the quality of life in your city and how it's changed over the past 5 years since you've been involved with it.
Well, we've had to become more efficient, obviously. We've reduced expenses. We've had to hold some positions vacant a little longer. We've also made some investments in infrastructure as well that will pave the way for future private investment. So we're doing all the things that we can, I think, that will pave the way for a successful community in the future as well.
Are there any changes that you think that residents, people living here, will actually notice in their day-to-day lives?
Well, the things that we hear most about are trimming trees, filling potholes. The council just dedicated $400,000 to trimming trees. So we're going to actually trim 10,000 trees, which is about a third of the city's total population of trees. So those are incredibly important investments that we're making, and that improves the quality of life of residents.
That can be really true. So that being said, why are you taking the campaign so much for the local seniors and Medicare to the nation?
It's important as a community that I think we draw lines and we say, this is important for our residents, this is important for our seniors in our community, and we need to help them out. So that's why we've been a little vocal about this issue, and why we're going to continue to pay attention.
All right, Pete Aguilar, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks so much, Leslie.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in. More HLN next.